Hey everybody, what's going on? Richard Hale here with teachingonlinebusiness.com. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. We have an awesome new Facebook group called the Masterminds of Marketing where we've took initiative to really add value to our group, to our community, to our tribe, and try to help out our members the best we can at the moment, and we are charging nothing for this advice. We are just helping out, giving value, putting our content out there in the world. So any of you that would like to be a part of that, hop on over. You can probably search for us, Masterminds of Marketing, or you can look up me on Facebook, and I'm sure you'll be able to find. But we ask different questions depending on the day, depending on the week in our group. And this week we asked, what is everybody's biggest challenge when it comes to their business? So one of our new group members, Trelana, very passionate about her business. She has a business that actually promotes small businesses in Cincinnati. Now, they currently charge no more than $30 to each vendor, and I don't know if that's $30 one time or it's $30 a month. I didn't get to ask her that, but in both examples, as I'll explain later, this is very important on that price point. But she and her husband own this business. She's um, very passionate about her faith and really growing a business built on integrity, which is something I will always recommend that you do, being authentic, being yourself, and not trying to pretend to be somebody else, okay? So that's the scenario that Trelana's in, and I wanted to offer my advice, my recommendations. So let's get to it. Now, based on the scenario I just stated, how can Trelana grow her business? As this scenario relates to her, and I'm sure it relates to many of you, and going back to the title of how can I build and grow a business with little to no money, right? That's always a tough position to be in. Some people are able to start with money, some business owners, entrepreneurs, but for many of you, including me, when I first started my first business, you don't have a lot of money to work with. You don't have your network or relationships, and really you starting out with the bare basics. What can you do when you don't have that money? And I wanted to give my recommendations because, again, I know this scenario relates to a lot of people. So I want to help Trelana, but I also want to help all of you that's taking the time to watch this video. So when it comes to starting your business and being able to grow, you have to remember the priority is your business. Now, every new business has to be focused on growing new clients, new customers, and growing revenue, okay? $30, it's not enough to sustain a business. Now, here's why. And remember, this recommendation and this advice is based on the scenario that Trelon is in. Even if it's $30 every month, that's still tough. If it's just a $30 one-time fee, that is very tough. And it's because the more revenue you bring in, the more opportunities you're going to have for your business, short term and long term. And you have to think and break it down as a numbers game, right? So if we have a $30 price point, and maybe it is a one-time fee, 10 new clients at $30 is only $300, okay? Now, if we have 10 new clients at $30 a month, this is going to be $300 a month into the business. So that's the math we're looking at with a $30 price point. So what I would ask is, really, you need to know your value. You know, are you only given $30 of value, right? If you are, then that's a little bit different. Or $30 a month value, either one. But no matter what type of business you have, $30 is not a lot. If I have a $30 product, I'm going to have to sell a ton of them to make a lot of money. Even if I'm just aiming for, a specific milestone. Say, going back, to our example, maybe it was 30 new clients a month. That's still only $900. That's not a lot of money. I mean, it may sound like a lot of money to some of you, but we're talking about sustaining a business and being able to invest back into the business and being able to grow. That's very, very important, because if you can't, then you're not going to have a business. You're not going to be able to help those people that you want to help. So really, your business has to be priority. I have a feeling that you're giving away a lot more value than $30 one-time fee or $30 a month. I have a feeling you're giving a lot more value to the businesses that you're helping. I want you to get paid what you're worth. I want you to get paid for the results you bring to the business, the results you bring to the table. I don't want you to be a low price point. There's no advantage in that. And you need every advantage you can get in your business. That way you're going to be able to grow and scale at some point. So what can we do? The first thing, you can increase the price of your services. Number two, if you feel that you are given $30 in value to these businesses, I would consider how I can add more value to my service. That way I can get a higher price point. Number three, if you're struggling to get businesses on board and that's your problem, so your problem is more with the client acquisition process, you may need to focus on being crystal clear with what it is you do and having a consistent, clear message. That way you're attracting your ideal clients, because that's what you want to focus on. And last, goodwill, because I know that you are very passionate about your faith, and rightfully so. So the math has to work, and that's the big key, and the thing that I'm going to keep going back to, because the bottom line, you're a growing business. I understand that you want to help businesses. You want to genuinely help these businesses be able to grow, I would assume, right? But you can't undervalue your service. You can't undervalue what you are worth. And again, I have a feeling that you are worth way more than just $30. So if you can't grow your business, you're not going to have that opportunity to help more people. Get what I'm saying? Because you're not going to be there. You won't be able to grow your own business. Without your business, you're not going to be able to help anybody. So it has to start with you. The key to you helping more people is by focusing your attention, your energy, your effort on building your business first. And that goes for any of you watching. You have to focus on you first. I know you may want to help charities and you may want to give back to the community, and I am 110% all about that. But you have to be profitable first. That's the key. So, every growing business runs into the same challenges. Every business needs new clients, new customers. Every business needs marketing. Every business needs to be evolving and following the trends, keeping up with the market. But every business also has problems. And this is where your business would come in, I'm assuming, and offer your service. So, here's what I want to think about. I want you to break down the numbers. If you bring a business 30 new customers a month, and the LTV of those customers are worth $30,000, LTV representing lifetime value. So you bring 30 new customers in, their lifetime value is worth $30,000, and you're doing this on a monthly basis. Is it fair for you to charge $30 for your service? It's not, right? The numbers don't match. And that's what I want you to keep in mind. I want you to understand, and I want you to live with the fact that you're worth the results that you can bring a business. I don't want you charging for your time. And I tell everybody I work with, I tell clients, students, training, tell the world, quit charging for your time. Charge for the end result. That's what I want you to do. I don't want you charging for your time. Charge for the results that you can bring another business. You don't have to lie. You don't have to feel guilty about it. You don't have to be someone that you're not. You can just be yourself. But know that you are worth a certain value. And it's going to be, well, much, much higher than $30. So here's what I encourage. Number one, raise your price immediately. I undervalued my service for many years. I've literally made companies and business owners tens of millions of dollars. And I made pennies on top of what they made. I don't want you to make the same mistake. If you work with these businesses and you get results, you deserve to be paid well for it. And the quicker that you come to terms with this, the better it's going to be for you. You don't have to feel guilty charging a fair price. Now, I've worked with a lot of different businesses over the years, and I'm not 100% sure, Trelona, what you are doing for these businesses. But I would think that you're helping them grow. You're helping them get out there in some capacity. In return, that's going to give them new clients. It's going to give them new customers. They're going to make more money. They're going to make more sales. But what do you get? $30? That's not fair. That is absolutely not fair. You deserve to be paid for the results you bring, and that goes for any of you. If you're getting somebody results, honestly, you're worth a high ticket price. You really are. But what I want you to remember, most importantly, is profit margin. $30 does not leave you a lot of money to play with. The more revenue a business makes, the more opportunity it leads to. You need money to be able to grow. It's just the way it is. So the more money you can make right now, the better. You're going to struggle at that price point. I would never recommend it to anybody just starting out. Once you're big, once you're well known, once you're a national brand or international brand, if that is your drive. But at least until you're able to get out there, that's going to be a tough price point to work with. Now, once you're out there and you have always followers, always fans, you've built your tribe up, that's different. Then maybe you can have a $30 price point once you have hundreds and hundreds of people buying into your service. But for now, I don't think $30 is a good price point for you. And if you feel that that's what it's worth, add to your offer. Add more value there. That way you can charge more for it. I'd rather be selling my service for $1,000 and working with clients I want to work with than trying to sell it for $50 and trying to work with just everybody. There's going to be more maintenance on that. You're going to have to work with people you don't want to work with, and that's not cool. It's not that you can't do it, but it's a major headache. Charge more money, work with less people, and get those people amazing results and get paid what you're worth. That goes for everybody. So number 2, if you're having trouble getting clients, you need to focus on solving a mainstream problem. You know, there's more money and value solving a big pain point in the market than solving or giving a desire or something to that nature. People don't want to be in pain. If they can pay to get a pain away, to end that pain, they're going to do it. And they will gladly pay you to take that pain away from them, if it's a big enough pain. Now, businesses, they have a lot of pain points. Getting new clients, making enough money, having enough time, the onboarding process, having enough staff. So there's a lot of different things since you are working with businesses. But if for anybody that's struggling to bring on new clients, you need to think about solving a mainstream problem. And it should be your product or your service that solves this problem. It needs to be the type of problem that people actually wake up to. We call this a wake up problem, where they get out of bed and it's already on their mind. Those are the type of problems that people will gladly pay you for. So number 3, organic attraction. So you said you don't have a lot of money to invest. So here's what I tell you. You need to start getting out there. You need to be clear about what it is you do. You need to be clear how you can help people or how you can help businesses. And then once you have that clear message, that's when you need to go out there and you need to start building attraction. You can be yourself, and when you be yourself, you attract people that share the same passions and share the same interests as you do. That's what's awesome about being yourself. There's so many people that they see these big gurus on the internet and they try to mimic them, and they forget about just being themselves, and they get lost, and it just makes your business 10 times harder to grow because you're always trying to be somebody or something you're not. And even worse, eventually people are going to find out. And even worse than that, people can tell. People can smell it on people. People can see it, how people act and different things. A lot of people can see that very quickly if you're being yourself or you're not. So always be yourself. Remember, you're one of a kind. Nobody will ever be like you. Be yourself. That way, you are attracting people that share your passions, share your interests, share your goals. And then go on Facebook. Start your own Facebook group. You could utilize live video. You can use Instagram, YouTube, Google. Experiment with it. Get out there. Let your message be heard. And test the waters. See which platform is best for you. If you're working with businesses, it could be LinkedIn where you need to be. Although I always recommend Facebook. But you have to put yourself out there. That is a must. You have to start building this attraction. And what you'll notice is with each week that passes, you're gaining more and more leads or gaining more and more momentum. More people are engaging with you. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. There's going to be kind of crickets at first, but eventually it's going to catch on and you're going to have more content out there. The more content you put out there, the better. So think about content that really adds value to people. You always want to put awesome content out. Your content is a big, big thing, and it goes around organic attraction. So go out there, do it yourself, focus on it, and you will see. The more content you put out there, eventually it's going to start building momentum for you and your business. Number 4, your offer. So a lot of people struggle with this, and I could talk days about building the right offer, but you want to package a core offer that is focused around solving a big problem in your market. If you can do that, that's going to give you the biggest opportunity for growth. I know you're focused on Cincinnati right now, and perhaps you want to stay there, and that's fine. But if you want to grow bigger and change the world, then you really want to focus your offer around a big problem in the market. And there's a lot of different ways that you can define what that big problem is. If you're already talking to business owners, ask them what is their biggest challenges. What struggles do they have? If you could start a Facebook group, just like I do, ask questions. What is everybody's biggest challenge? Start getting feedback. Take the time to go look at your competitors. See what they're doing. See how people are engaging with them on social media. What are some of the things that's more commonly brought up? You can look at LinkedIn. There's a lot of different ways to do your market research. That way, you know what the market is thinking. And that's very, very important. You don't want to just guess at it. And you don't even want to push it to the market. You want to validate it first. And if you can get some good market research, put something out with your offer. Test the waters, see how it does. If you can validate it, then that's going to give you a big opportunity to package your services for a lot more money and focus on a big problem that will lead to a lot of different opportunities for you and your business. So, number 5, focus on results and document them. Social proof, testimonials, client results, very, very important. Eventually, you probably want to be driving traffic to a website that has a sales page, that has your core offer package for these businesses, but you also want to be showing your social proof. You want to show your wins to others. This instantly builds trust with your audience. So don't be afraid to show your client results, or make sure you're documenting everything from the results, the social proof, the testimonials, reviews, everything that you can that will help your audience make a decision. That's very, very important. Again, it's a big trust factor. That's why almost every sales page you visit today has testimonial videos and different things like that. That's social proof, screenshots, and different things. Because if you're helping businesses, you want those business owners to trust you. So if they're visiting a landing page that you have and they're seeing all these other businesses in Cincinnati that are getting awesome, amazing results, that's going to make them highly likely that they're going to contact you and want the same. That's proof. Number 6, building relationships. And this can kind of even point back to organic attraction. Honestly, it's human currency. There's a lot of value in building relationships. They're vital to the growth of any business. Take the time to build genuine relationships. Go out and give value to the world. Go out and help others. It doesn't always have to be about the money. Now, it does in many cases, because you're still a business. You need money to be able to grow. But that doesn't mean you can't help out others. Take this, I'm not charging you for this video, and it's not much anyway, but this is one way that I'm giving it back. I'm paying it forward, and I promise you, if you pay it forward like this, you'll be rewarded 10 times later on. And it's probably something that you already believe in, and it's something that I know from the Bible. But pay it forward. Give value. Don't hold all your awesome content out. Go out there, make it big. Give value. Always be grateful. And build real relationships. Don't just go out and connect with anybody, but build genuine relationships. I want you to follow people that you really, really have an interest in following, and always be genuine. And what you'll see, eventually, they lead to bigger opportunities. And we all need somebody to have our backs when it comes to online businesses. It's important. I love it when somebody can bring my name up and I have 5 or 10 people just say, hey man, he's cool, we love him. He does what he says he does, and you should hire him. I get that. So you always want to try to help when you can, but always keep in mind, you're still running a business. And the last thing I'll leave with you, because I have a feeling that just based on, your response in our group, I feel like support and causes and different things like that's important to you. So if you are focused on helping the community, and there's nothing wrong with that, it's awesome. I always recommend it. I want you to find a cause and support it. There's nothing wrong with that. But promise me that you'll follow the only rule I have for this. You need to be profitable first. It's awesome that you want to help other people out. It's so awesome. You should always help your local communities out. You should always help as many people as you can. But you need to make sure you're profitable before you do that. Instead of helping with money, you can help with your time. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that would be something that I would document and put in a video or something to that nature. But if you are going to support a cause, everybody, make sure your business is profitable first before you do it. So, I hope, and this video is not to judge you for any decisions or different things like that. I honestly wanted to help you because that's a tough price point when you're first starting out. Especially if you're centered, focused in Cincinnati only. There's only going to be so many businesses there. So if you are just focused on Cincinnati, maybe you can expand to Cleveland, Columbus, even into other states around your area to give, to do your services. That would be another option you have, but I would sit down, get your husband, sit down and really talk about this and talk about what is a fair price point for what it is that you do. And I know you're passionate about helping other people, or you wouldn't even have that price point to start with. If it was later down the road, that would be fine. And there's nothing wrong for anybody listening. There's nothing wrong with having a $30 product. But we're talking about a $30 service. So you're going to have to be involved in this service. It's not like it's a physical product. If it's a physical product, it's a little bit different. But if it's just based in the local area, there's probably not a big enough market. And that's kind of where I'm getting to. If you have a $30 product, physical product that you can sell, like they sell on Amazon, you run enough paid traffic, you may be able to be profitable on it. It's still a tough profit margin to work with when the product is only $30. That's why I always recommend adding more value or having a bigger price point. Then you got more profit margin to play with. That's more opportunity for you. With a $30 price point, I don't want you to be limited. Again, I don't know exactly what you're doing in this $30 service, but if at all possible, I would recommend immediately increasing your price. And it's okay for everybody that's with you. They can stay on. I still have people that's been with me for 4 or 5 years that pay a very cheap price, but they've been with us for 4 or 5 years. So, but for anybody else new that's coming on, then they need to be paying, the right price point. I'm not telling you to overcharge people. I just want you to get paid what you're worth. And again, you're going to have to look at that and determine it. I'm here to help you. As you're in a group, I will help you as much as I can if you need help with the price point, because, hey, that's my promise to this group. That's my promise to you. So I hope that helps, and I hope that gives you some guidance and some next steps to follow. I really, really do. And again, you're always more than welcome to send a message over to me. You have that right. So I hope this helps, Trelana. It was awesome getting to know you the last few days, and really, really looking forward to watching you grow as a business and shine like the rock star you are. Just gotta get a few things right first. For everybody else, thank you for taking the time. If you're not a member of Masterminds Marketing Facebook group, get it over. Join us. This is just the typical things that we do. Again, I'm paying it forward. I've been blessed in my life, and I know how grateful I am for the stage that I have. And I'm trying to help out everybody that I can. So join us at Masterminds of Marketing Facebook group, or you can visit us at teachingonlinebusiness.com. I'm Richard Hill. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.